This just opened here in Honolulu, and it's already one of the hardest reservations to get. So we had to come to see if it's actually worth it. Hey Komamai, welcome. In today's video, we're here at Alan Wong's restaurant, brand new here at the Kahala Hotel and Resort in Honolulu. We're super excited for this one. This is a brand new restaurant here and the reservations are really hard to get at the moment, but we can't wait to take you along to show you the menu, the ambiance, so that you can decide if this is the place that you would like to come to eat at your next time here in Honolulu. We're so happy you're here with us. Let's get started. So when you're here at the Kahala, you could go ahead and drop off your car at the valet. We did that, and we're gonna go ahead and walk over to the restaurant. It used to be Hoku's, which is one of my favorites. We brought you here for Sunday brunch before, but now it's Alan Wong's. It's gonna be right in front of me. And just to give you a little glimpse, an idea, this is kind of the main entrance into the Kahala Hotel. And we'll just take a little peek in here because I love this hotel. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very elegant, kind of more of a very, not old school, but kind of retro elegance. It's beautiful, it's quiet, it's a really, really nice one. And if this is something that you're thinking about booking or have more questions about, of course, we'd be happy to help you to get the perfect room here. Stopping to take a look at the Hello Kitty options, since we're working with the loveliest family from the East Coast who is staying here at the Kahala Hotel and Resort later this year, wanted to show some of the options for a gift for their daughter. I love this little lounge area here too. And we did get a chance to book using our Chase Sapphire Reserve card. Sometimes that opens up a few more available options. But here we are, Alan Wong's. And I'm gonna go ahead and step in here. Let's look and see. Get our table. So we just got our table. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the menu here. So Alan Wong's is a restaurant that, although it is new in this location, it has been a very special Hawaii restaurant for a very long time. They were over on King Street, right in Honolulu before, but they did close, I think, around the beginning of COVID, if I remember correctly. Okay, so let's take a peek at the menu. Welcome, Komamai, does that sound familiar? And on the menu, there are a bunch of different appetizers, a soup and sandwich for $18, with chilled tomato soup, grilled cheese sandwich with Kahlua pig and foie gras. This is something that he was really known for that was pretty special. There's also a shrimp and crab cake for $16, a whole tomato salad for $14. That sounds interesting, with a lihi moi ume dressing. So as you can see, there's a wide range of different items on here, and even some prices. For $24, you could get something like an uni ahi shrimp ikura on soy milk panna cotta, and then the bag. So that's another thing that Alan Wong was known for. This is steamed clams with Kahlua pig and a foil bag. It's going to be kind of a fun presentation, I'm sure. And then for entrees, we're looking at everything from a steamed opaka paka, which is pink snapper. I love opaka paka, that's $46. It is served with shrimp pork hash, ginger vegetables, and a truffle sauce, it looks like. And then as you're going down, there's a red snapper, another favorite of mine, ginger crusted, $44. That onaga sounds really good. And then you could get macadamia nut coconut moringa lamb chops, $70. That also sounds quite good. And then the other thing that stood out to me on the menu was their short ribs. This sounds like it's kind of more of a Korean style, of course, with the gochujang sauce for $40. So lots of really good things on their menu to choose from. Another really lovely thing that I appreciate about the menu is it tells you a little bit about the inspiration. This is a Hawaii regional cuisine restaurant, and it borrows from the ethnic influences in Hawaii today, as well as the best of locally grown products. It says here that our plantation and immigrant past inspires us to take something old and reinterpret it to make something new. It's a wonderful way to be able to taste Hawaii. And as we mentioned, Alan Wong's was one of the original Hawaii regional cuisine chefs. So this is really a treat that we're in for this evening.
Wines by the glass is actually a small selection, but the wines by the bottle, they have pages and pages of wines that you can get by the bottle. But they even have one that goes up to $10,000. So if you're a high roller, you can be a high roller here for sure. But definitely a nice selection of wines. We will probably get one glass wine by the glass there. And then they do have a cocktail menu as well. And it's not bad. Your typical cocktails, old fashioned and so forth, run about $18 to $20, and your beer is about $12. So pretty decent pricing for a restaurant like this.
And one really nice thing about the ambiance here in Alan Wong's is that it's a very warm, cozy ambiance. We do have other dining options here as well. I believe they are continuing with their Sunday brunch here in Alan Wong's now, very similar to what they had at Hoku's. We did think they were closing, so we're very excited to hear that they're not. And then downstairs they have the Plumeria Beach House, which is a little bit more of a casual dining. If I remember correctly, they do have a buffet. I think it's Friday and Saturday nights. It's kind of more of a seafood buffet. Things change. Sometimes they do different offerings, but that is a nice option as well for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And then upstairs, they used to do this curry lunch upstairs in their veranda area, as well as a really nice high tea. I believe they do both of those things still. So you have a lot of options. And then there is Arancino here, which is a restaurant that does Italian food. They have a location in Waikiki too. They have one here at the Kahala. So if you're coming here and staying here and you don't want to have to worry about going out for a lot of meals, you'll be perfectly equipped just staying here on property. Lots of good options.
Very young. Yeah, that's good.
Good way to start.
Yeah. Should go nicely with the clams.
So they had this really lovely drink on the menu that I was really excited about because it was a non-alcoholic option. And this is their non-alcoholic mojito, but it has such interesting flavors in here. It has local watermelon. Let me just go ahead and turn the glass here. It has some nice fresh local watermelon. It has tarragon and basil in addition to the usual mojito ingredients and flavors. So I'm really, really excited about this one because I do love bright flavors. I love herbs. I love lime. You guys know that I love watermelon. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this one. And I think we got a classic glass of wine right across the table from me. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a beautiful mojito a try. Look at how gorgeous that is. Wow. It's sweetened with a little bit of fresh, I think she said local honey, so it's really nice too. It's delicious. I'm feeling like I'm tasting a little bit of lilycorn passion fruit, just a tiny bit, but it's very refreshing. I got all of that nice fresh fruit and the herbs just make it pop, and I can taste that sweetness of the honey, so it's a little sweet, which is really nice. It is refreshing and delicious. This would be wonderful after you're out at your cabana by the pool or on the beach here at Kahala and you're coming here for dinner, and start off with one of these, whether you get it with alcohol or not. I think you're going to be really pleasantly surprised by the complexity of flavors and the deliciousness. Wow, that is really something. Is there a lot of steam that comes out? Yeah.
It's going to be a lot.
Okay, we're ready. And this is called the bag. It's Manila Clowns of Kalua pig in there. And apparently they cook it all in this foil bag, so quite special and very inventive.
So one thing about this dish, it really makes it reminds me of like old Hawaii, like growing up. That Kalua pork, the spinach, as well as the clams, the broth has just an absolutely like amazing flavor to that. I'm gonna pour a little bit on there. But this dish is beautiful. The presentation is pretty cool as well. I mean, you get to see it come out all steaming hot. The bowl is piping hot. But excellent appetizer. I'm so glad we tried this.
So you guys saw what my husband got for his appetizer, the bag. And I got this lovely plate here. This is an Asian slaw. It does come with ahi poke, a spicy one, and a lovely yuzu vinaigrette. Very excited to get into this. Our server was so sweet. She did say that this is her favorite appetizer on the menu, so I'm very excited to try it. And also there were a few specials this evening too. There was a duck and an ahi, so really nice to know too. If there's something a little different that you'd like to see other than what's on the regular menu, you'll be in for a surprise. You'll be able to see what their specials are. Okay, and I'm going to open my chopsticks or hashi, and oh, it's already split, so let's go ahead and give this a try. I'm excited. I really love slaws. I love salads that are kind of more chopped like that with a lot of different ingredients in there. And I love yuzu, so I'm very excited for this yuzu vinaigrette in here. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Wow. A lot of beautiful, fresh, bright flavors. Crunch of that slaw, really nice texture. The ahi is excellent quality, and it finishes off with just a little kick of that spice on there. This is a really delicious appetizer.
Initially, I was hesitant to get the clams. I'm not the largest fan of clams, but I'm so glad I did because that was amazing. And this salad, this slaw, just looks absolutely delicious.
Right here in the middle, so you guys can share these here. Not a problem. So, for the lady, this is going to be our twice cooked cup. With our miso sesame carrots, you're also going to have some broccoli carrots, bitter greens, and a gochujang grain sauce. The gentlemen, this is going to be a ginger crust of our naga food today. So, corn cheese pipaka apple, ginger crust. We're also going to have corn and mushroom medley, along with our miso sesame sauce with green onion oil. Enjoy, sir.
Thank you. Crazy portion for short rib.
Looks delicious.
And then again, this is done Korean style, so you're gonna get that umami flavor, the sweet, the savory, all blended in like one bite. And then again, that comes with either white or brown rice, and we got a side of the mashed potatoes.
And I'm thinking a little peek because Chef Alan Wong came out to talk to the table next to us.
It looks too beautiful to eat, actually. But this old naga, a local red snapper, very nice and flaky, very light fish, and they have that breaded there. And you can just see how moist that is. And of course, they have the kahuku corn as well as the mushroom there in a miso sauce. And I believe this was $44. It's actually what a steal for like such a beautiful dish and such a beautiful restaurant. I'm gonna give that a try. Flavors of elegance. The ginger is very subtle, so that's a ginger miso. The fish is just like moist and flaky. Snapper in Hawaii, very premium fish, and I definitely get that on this dish. I just wanted to try that kahuku corn because it's not just corn, it's kahuku corn, North Shore corn. Tastes better when it's from kahuku.
And I got the kalbi short ribs with the gochujang sauce. So all of the Korean flavors and that spiciness. I like the fact that it comes with some mustard too, because I love mustard flavors. And it comes with some honeyed baby carrots and some broccoli and a little bit of bitter greens. So I'm expecting the flavors to all be very complementary, but to just be a really lovely explosion of flavor with all of those different tastes. So, and the short rib, let me turn it around so you can see as I'm cutting it. I could cut this thing with my fork. It is so tender. I I absolutely love short ribs. If you've been watching us, you know that I love a good steak, but I love short ribs. And if it's ever on a menu, I'm probably gonna go for the braised short ribs. Let's go ahead and build the perfect little bite here. So I've got some short ribs. I do want to get a little bit of that bitter green, a little of the mustard, and the gochujang. Okay, and then actually let me try a little piece of carrot too, because it's going to offer a little bit of sweetness to round out those flavors very nicely. Let's go ahead and I can get a bite there. This is like a Happy John's meal. So good. First of all, the short ribs are so tender. They are delicious. And the sauces on the plate, the honey carrot, the bitter green, just as I expected. It's just layer on layer of flavor. It's building in my mouth as I'm chewing. It is so good. It is so satisfying. If you're gonna come here, and if there's a few of you, highly recommend you get this, someone at the table get this. You're gonna be so happy with how delicious it is. They come with a choice of white rice or brown rice, but for $8 more, we did get a side of mashed potatoes. I believe these are garlic mashed potatoes. I love potatoes. I actually love it more than rice, so I did get this little side.
This onaga is absolutely amazing. The flavor's unbelievable. That ginger miso, the breading on it, the corn, a little bit of white rice on the side. This is it. Probably one of my favorite fish dishes I've ever had.
On this is so perfect on the short rib. I think what makes it so exceptionally good is the fact that it's glazed in that sauce. So a lot of times a braised short rib, you're going to find it's fall off the bone tender, or maybe even if it is boneless, it's going to be very soft. But it's going to kind of be cooked in that sauce, whereas this is cooked in the sauce and it's good and it's so tender and it's so delicious, but it has that glaze to finish it, and that just makes it so much more special.
When I say this fish is cooked perfectly, there's a fine line between like medium rare and medium. Medium rare, it would be a little too rare. Medium would actually be a little overcooked, but somehow they got it right there. It's just absolutely perfect. I don't know about you, but I am so full.
I still have room for dessert.
I hear they have cool desserts, but I haven't seen the menu yet. So I'm kind of excited to see that.
That was a huge portion. I couldn't finish it. It was really good.
So that short rib, I was expecting to see like one short rib that size. I wasn't expecting to see two like huge meaty short ribs. And the fish, it was a sizable entree, but once I started eating it, it filled me up really quickly. Here's the dessert menu, and we have desserts on this side. But before we get to that, we're gonna actually kind of scan back to this side because there's something unusual here that I have never seen on any other menu. And they basically have single estate coffees, and they do this in a French press. But the first thing that might stand out to you is, look at the prices. They are more than an entree. So that Kauai Blair Estate Organic out of Kahala, Hawaii. So you get organic, medium body, low acid, refined coffee, medium roast. The small is $39 and a large is $50. I'm almost intrigued to try that, but I don't know. Well, for two reasons. One, it's late at night and I probably won't sleep if I do coffee meeting. And I have an early meeting tomorrow. Two, I think that price scares me away because I feel like I've had some of the best coffees like in the world, like out in Kahala, Kona. And I think I paid maybe $5 to $10 for a cup. Think of that, $50. That's more than most of the entrees. All right, let's get off the coffees and teas. Let's go back to the desserts. And we have Wailua chocolate crunch bars. Sounds good. We have a haupia sorbet and a chocolate shell. So coconut and chocolate, fruit berries and a lilikoi sauce, a pineapple shave ice. I'm sure that's probably really good. However, shave ice is still shave ice at the end of the day. A banana caramel custard, cream pie, and 5 spoons of brulee. So you have Kau orange, Kona coffee, lilikoi, kalo, black sesame chocolate. And I feel like of all the desserts, that might stand out to me the most because there's some pretty cool stuff on there. That, and I feel like we'd almost have to try that pineapple shave ice. What do you think?
I think I love coconut, so the coconut jalapeno sorbet and the chocolate shell, that stands out to me.
Okay, let's see what we get. The thing that actually stood out on the menu, and the reason I got that is the Kau orange. The reason, so that's kind of a unique thing, and I grew up on the Big Island, so Kau oranges was something we had a lot of. Now, Kau oranges are distinctive because they're very, very flavorful, sweet, but they're also ugly. They're like the ugliest oranges you'll ever see. So that's why I got this one. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. And I love it because you got that shell there, just like a regular brulee. The orange flavor is really outstanding. The brulee itself, it's almost like a custardy type of brulee. It's not that real like silky brulee that you would expect to have. It's more of a thicker custardier one. I'm gonna go ahead and let you try a bite of it, and you can tell me what you think.
I think, to me, it's pretty velvety. I think it's just that texture of the orange that maybe makes it a little different than what you're expecting, but I like it better than a regular creme brulee because it's just got way more flavor.
It's a lot of flavor.
And I like texture personally. This gorgeous, gorgeous dessert is the Haupia coconut. And this is coconut sorbet. It's got a chocolate shell. It looks just like a coconut. And it has toasted coconut on the outside. Look at how beautiful that is. I love coconut. It's one of my favorite flavors of all time. I love a really good quality chocolate. I saw that their French fries, they use a Wailua chocolate, so I'm wondering if it's going to be the same kind of logo chocolate. In any case, I know it's going to be scrumptious. And look at all of this beautiful fresh fruit here. It comes with fresh fruit and berries and a lilikoi sauce. So I'm very, very excited. My eyes just lit up when I saw this because it's so beautiful. And I love the freshness of it, and also the fact that that lilikoi, that passion fruit, is going to be a really nice flavor with the creamy coconut and the rich chocolate. So excited to get into this.
I always say that the greatest artists in the world are chefs, mostly because they just put together the flavors, but they make these into works of art. This is like outstanding. It's so beautiful.
It's so creative. I absolutely love it. And I'm so sad. I don't want to ruin it. Like, I just want to keep it like this because it's so pretty. But, oh well, I guess we're going to have to make the sacrifice and give it a try. Kind of reminds me when you bite like a Mickey ice cream bar or something at Disneyland and you bite the ear off, it kind of ruins it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get a berry with the chocolate and the coconut. Okay. Wow. The tart flavor of that lilikoi, wow, it just woke me up. But the creaminess of the coconut sorbet is really what I love. And that chocolate, it just goes so beautifully together. The chocolate, Haupia, and coconut, such a beautiful combination. This is delicious. You gotta get this one. $20, and I think the brulee was $18. Okay, perfect. Can't wait to see which ones are going to be your favorite since you have 5 different flavors to choose from.
I was actually pleasantly surprised because everything was good, and I was kind of hesitant about like the sweet potato because that's just not my favorite. I just started to learn to eat Okinawan sweet potato. So let's go ahead and rate them. I would have to say my all-time favorite of all these would have to be the lilikoi because it's the most tart, right? And I like the tart, I like the sour. Now, my second, ironically, would be the sweetest of all of them. And I know that some of our viewers like sweet, so you know who you are. You would definitely like the sesame chocolate one. And this one's unusual because it's almost like a fudge. It's so different. It's not like a brulee or normally would be, but more like a fudge. Following that, I would have to say would be the orange, the ka'u orange, the coffee, and then I would say the sweet potato. Although I was not disappointed with the sweet potato. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I would just say I enjoy the other flavors more. So again, the lilikoi, the most tart one, and the sweetest one. Those two are the top of the list.
Okay, and then I want you to try this because it's so pretty, it's so good, and you love lilikoi, and it's got that really nice tart lilikoi sauce on it. You don't have to eat the banana since you're not a banana fan.
I'm not a banana fan. But I have to say, like, this dessert's actually pretty big, right?
It's huge.
Like, this is not like a single serving. This is definitely for two.
Or more.
Or more. You could get one of these for the table and split it. The brulees, however, definitely on the smaller side. So I wouldn't say, maybe you could split it between two. But this one right here, you can split this between a table. Wow.
Does the lilikoi sauce make it for you?
It's almost like two flavors that would normally clash. I never really had lilikoi and coconut together. Wow, and the chocolate. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about this. Wow. So first bite, okay, so I got all the elements in there. I got the lilikoi, I got the sorbet, the coconut sorbet, the jalapeno sorbet, and I got the chocolate. Lilikoi hits it right off the top. That's the first thing that hits your taste buds. Boom. That sharpness of that I don't want to call it sour, but that real tartness. And then it just mildly kind of just blends into the sweet, subtle coconut of the sorbet. And then I'm left here kind of just chewing the coconut and chocolate. So once the chocolate comes through, I'm just stuck with that coconut flakes, the toasted coconut in my mouth. It's like 3 desserts in one. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna sneak another bite here. Definitely not what I expected.
And just so beautiful, right?
This is a beautiful dessert.
Instagram worthy for sure.
Yeah, I would say if you want to, I don't want to say brag or show off to your friends back home, but if you do want to do that, this is the one you're gonna get.
And a lot of people love a tropical dessert when they're here, like they'll go to Duke's for hula pie or whatnot. But if you're gonna try a tropical dessert, I mean, come on, this is it. This is something so incredibly special.
I just feel like we're spoiled by such amazing flavors that I don't think this was my favorite dessert. Now, don't get me wrong, the flavors were still good. The consistency maybe wasn't my favorite, but if I was to get this probably from anywhere else, I probably would have thought it was absolutely amazing. But it was good, and I recommend that if you like brulees, definitely try this because you get a lot of different flavors. That, however, which is nothing left, the jalapeno sorbet, that was mind-blowing. Definitely recommend that.
I actually kind of thought that the brulee was interesting because we got to try so many different kinds of flavors, and a lot of them are unique to Hawaii. So if you wanted to kind of have a little bit of sampling of something really local, I think that would be a really great one to give a try to. But you definitely have to get the coconut sorbet.
And I was pleasantly surprised by that sweet potato creme brulee. That was the one I was kind of scared of, but it was actually really pleasant. I really enjoyed that. I gotta say, everything I had just blew my mind, just beyond expectation. The flavors are just amazing. The balance of flavors and the quality of the food just puts this all the way up on the top tier list of restaurants. I'd have to say, and I wouldn't even call this like a clickbait, but I feel like if you're coming to Hawaii, if you're gonna do one nice restaurant, it's gotta be here. This has to go like to the top of your itinerary because it is that good. And on top of that, you get that fine dining, casual fine dining experience. The service is impeccable. The ambiance, the atmosphere is just beautiful. And yet you're not paying that Waikiki price. Like, I feel like everything was very, I don't want to say reasonably priced, but was very, it was I expected the prices to be a lot higher. We'll put it that way.
What about the coffee?
Okay, so let's talk about that coffee. Single estate. Now, if you do come to Alan Wong's and you try it, please let me know how that is, because I gotta know what a $50 cup of coffee tastes like. So if you did try it, definitely leave that in the comments below. Maybe next time, if we come on an earlier seating, I will give one of those a try.
And let you guys know how it is. Okay, and as for me, I have to agree with that if you're going to come for one nicer dinner while you're here in Hawaii or on Oahu, I would definitely choose Alan Wong's. The reason for that being the food was delicious. Everything we had was excellent. The service, again, was really good. And the ambiance is beautiful. I love the Kahala Hotel. I love the Old Hoku's restaurant. Everything is still just as wonderful. But what really got me was the value, the prices for what you're getting. I was really, really surprised as well. I was expecting it to be quite a bit higher, and we would have happily paid that because we know that it's good food and it's a really great chef. But you're gonna get this whole package of a really delicious dinner, local ingredients, really great local chef, beautiful surroundings, and at a really great value. So definitely recommend coming here. I recommend staying here if you're someone who likes a little bit more of a quiet luxury vibe. The Kahala Hotel is a perfect one for you. Really, really good. And then if you're local and you live here, this would be a really great date night. We kind of did it, sort of as a date night to be able to show you guys. But this would be a great special occasion place, date night, even just some place to bring friends and family visiting from out of town or for any kind of occasion. Really highly recommend coming here and supporting Alan Wong's. We're so happy that they're back and they're so conveniently located right here in Kahala. Thanks again so much for joining us for dinner here at the brand new Alan Wong's. We're so happy that you could be with us, and we so appreciate all of the likes, subscribing, saying hello to us in the comments, letting us know what you guys love, if you've tried any of our recommendations and what things you've enjoyed. We always love hearing from you. It really is what allows us to keep bringing so much more Hawaii life your way. As always, we're sending you sunshine and aloha, this time from the beautiful Kahala Hotel and Resort.